Outrageous predictions here on Buckeye Talk. Doug Lesmerises, Stephen Means, and Nathan Baird. Ohio State, Indiana. Noon on Saturday. Stephen Means, get outrageous.
So I'm focusing on the versatile weapon that is Emeka Egbuka and all he brings to the table as a return specialist, as a guy who can help in the run game, as we've seen him already score twice there, as a guy who can play in the slot, who can also play outside for this Ohio State team. Ryan Day basically compared him to Deebo Samuels and how the 49ers use him. And I am saying that Emeka Egbuka is going to score a touchdown in 3 different ways on Indiana on Saturday. He is going to score a touchdown in the passing game. He is going to score one on the ground. And he's finally going to break the punt return drought that has been at Ohio State since, 2014, I believe that is. So Indiana is one of only 2 teams in the Big Ten who has allowed a punt return longer than 30 yards. The other one is Nebraska, and Indiana's given up 2 of them. I think they're going to, so clearly they have a problem with punt returners, and they've also given up 4 20-plus yarders this year. Emeka Egbuka has proven that he is a quality guy as a return specialist, whether it's as a kick returner or as a punt returner. That one's going to be the hardest one to get, but I think we see all that is Emeka Egbuka, the versatile, explosive weapon for Ohio State on Saturday. So a touchdown on special teams, a touchdown in the run game, a touchdown in the passing game for Emeka Egbuka.
Certainly qualifies as outrageous. Paul Hornung Award would help the Paul Hornung Award possibilities as that versatile guy if he does that on Saturday. Nathan Baird, get outrageous.
So as of September 17th, Indiana was one of the worst 3-0 teams in the country. And now as we are in mid-November, they are one of the worst 3-6 teams in the country because they've just kept losing since then. This is just not a very good team. And I think that Ohio State, after the past couple of weeks of some frustration building up in a couple of ways, is going to be glad to be back home and are going to unleash some frustrations. So Ohio State's season high for total offense was against Toledo, 763 yards. I don't think they're going to do that, but I think their second high was 614 yards against Michigan State. I'm going to take 615 yards at least for Ohio State's offense on Saturday. I think you're going to see C.J. Stroud open things up, especially in the first half. I think you're going to see this running game, this team that is feeling it a little bit as far as the dissatisfactions out there in the running game for good reason in some ways. Is going to take that out on the Hoosiers and have kind of a road grader game. I just think this is going to be a bit of a pile up, partially because IU's offense is just so bad. I don't know how they keep the ball away from Ohio State, and we've just seen too many times what that means. The snowball starts rolling downhill.
Good pick. C.J. Stroud, 7 touchdown passes, breaks the Ohio State single game record. He's had 6 3 times. He's had 5 times. There are multiple other guys tied with him at 6. Justin Fields did it. Dwayne Haskins did it twice. J.T. Barrett did it twice. Kenny Guyton once. Indiana stinks. He needs to boost his Heisman candidacy. He stays in the game long enough. He did it 6.5 against Michigan State a year ago, right? He did it 6 again against Michigan State this year. I mean, he certainly can. And I think like everybody needs it. And as much as they need to get the run game going and all this stuff, I think CJ needs to get going a little bit because he's actually the guy that makes the offense happen. And he had to play in a weird conditions last week and let the man throw in normal conditions. Let him go be CJ Stroud. So if it's ever going to happen, it'll happen now. 7 touchdown passes for CJ Stroud. Those are our outrageous predictions. Listen to the Buckeye Talk podcast wherever you listen to podcasts and try the text at 614-350-3315.